banging, man. It's your boy Nutso. Mr. Get With It to get your face knitted. Reppin' that Q Borough, nigga. Flushing Queens, man. I'm out here with my motherfucking family. You already know what it is when you hear that. Ooh, hey! Yeah, nigga. Screwball Radio with Black Poet and King Eric. Kome, what up? This is what we do, man. Nutso, Queens. Was banging, nigga.
Yeah, it's your boy Life Lady Long, live from the pandemic. Yeah, so keeping the vibes right. You know what I'm saying? We got Screwball Radio with your man King Eric, Black Poet. Shout out my man Kome, you know how we do, you know what I mean? Screwball Radio, get in tune, baby. We out here, let's go. Screwball.
Yeah, what up, man? It's your boy Kome, man, Screwball Capo, and I'm here on Screwball Radio with my brother Black Poet and King Eric.
You know what it is? It's Escape, the drippiest of Screwball. I'm here with the wildest and the grimiest, King Eric and Black Poet at Screwball Radio. Oh yeah, shout out my big bros for life, John Nitty, Kyron, Kome, Bronche, rest easy KL Hostel.
What's hood good with y'all? This your big homie, Prodigy Hood from the South Central Cartel. I'm tapping in with the homies, Black Poet and Eric Mossberg at Screwball Radio. Bang that.
What's up? This is Prince Power Rule, a.k.a. Marcano from the Leftovers, and you're listening to Screwball Radio with my man Black Poet and King Eric. Yeah.
What it is, y'all. This your player partner, the legendary Kome. And look, I want to give big ups to my East Coast family. Shout out to Screwball Radio, you dig? Man, big ups to Kome, Black, Poet, and my nephew, Eric Mossberg. That's what it is, Screwball Radio, Buddy Boys, the legendary Kome. We on that Monkey with Funky campaign, you heard? Man, keep it wiggling.
Screwball.
Yeah, it's your boy rapper, QB, what it do? Yeah, you don't wanna know? Oh yeah, you wanna know? Yeah, QB, yeah. Talking what you get or get you got. Don't let it be the thing that get you pop. Same thing that get you hot, it get you knocked. Streets is crazy. Is it is or is it not? See, I know this, man. I'm the same nigga from the block. Said I'm going all out. If I ever get a shot, fuck the jails, the bail, and the motherfucking cops. Fuck lying down inside of center blocks. I remain the same until I rock. Walk with a bop. See, I'm going all out. You know moves I never fake. From sundown to sunrise, I'm getting cake. Crush a little purple, hit the bong, I'm getting baked. I'm a deep street sweeper. You is or is you ain't. I spit game to get paid. Realize it's a trait. I flip it, I double it up and stop the bank. Throw the dice and beat the deuce twice. Your boy's nice. The nightlife, sipping Henny, that's pearl white.
Queensbridge niggas be the craziest. Twin Glock shit pop, I came to slay this shit. Pull out, dumb fast, blast your dumb ass, and sit back and laugh. Me and my comrades, professional killers, rapping assassins. Your parties be crashing. Pull up, pop out, we scrapping. Royal Rumble, niggas stab you, shoot you and jump you. Don't come through unless you strapped and ready for trouble. In the hood, we bang harder than most. The toast stay ducked, one in the head for all you fake fucks. I wanna choke you to sleep, pistol whip you to death, but niggas want me to chill and just flow to the beat. I spit this shit like a Tommy gun. Niggas ever come, don't run, just stand behind me, done. I be one hell of a shot, red beam with the dot, barrel smoking from the top, bringing hell on the block.
Out the grimy streets of Queens, where niggas hustle by any means. Pool schemes, car hearts and guest jeans. Army fatigue, hold the semi tucked in the Fendi. No love for the enemy, Queens get the money. In the swamps where it's muddy, sipping Henny straight. Planet of the apes, turtles blitzing, banana clips, animal instinct. These niggas wearing lipstick. If it ain't Screwball, you know this shit is infamous. The most dangerous, blowing on exotic. Leave you leaking like a hydraulic. Kome leave shit catastrophic. You small microscopic, get sunk like the Titanic. Out the galaxy of queens holding twin cannons. Who hand to the dragon?
Here's to you.
Infamous, that's my name, let's get it. Been around the world, seen shit you can't picture. This the realest shit you ever heard. Nigga try to stun on the team and got served. I fuck with dimes, you got birds. Beat you with the back of the gun, that's my word. I'm from a city that's mad gritty. Put you 6 feet deep, they don't have no pity. Keep a bad chick, a nickname Kitty. In the gutter ain't shit good. Burning wood just to get my head right. Don't believe in them niggas, that shit is all hype. Been a beast on the mic. Since P put me on, I got my shit right. When the drama is on, I send a kite. When the money is good, it take flight. Zoom.
Yeah. Live and direct, Screwball Radio, episode 233 on the way. Got my host, Kome 5000 on the building. What's good, my brother?
Who hand? You know, we in the building, live from the Matrix. Another Saturday night, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we here.
Yeah. Happy 4th of July to everybody that's listening out there. So
Yeah,
we have a dynamite show.
Want to shout out the whole Screwball family, you know what I'm saying? Black Piggity, Ty Nitty, rest in peace KL, my brother Kyron, aka Solo, rest in peace Hostile, Blackheart, my man Bronche, Escape Skrilla out of Boston, and we here, man. Screwball Radio.
Yes, sir, man. It's a dynamite show, man, because we got Kingdom Come in the building, here to talk about his new album, Barrel Reserve, and to tell his story. We about to bring him on right now.
Let's get to it.
What's good?
Who hand? What's good?
What's good, family? Salute.
2 L's up, as always. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, coming through the build with us.
Oh, man, honored to be here. Been a huge Screwball fan, so shout out to you. Shout out to King Eric. Honored to be here, brother.
No doubt. So, before we get into it, I was able to do a little research on you. You know what I'm saying? You've been putting in a lot of pain.
Yeah, paint houses, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You've been putting in a lot of pain, and
appreciate that.
I definitely want to hear your story, man. I was looking at your bio, seeing all the trials and tribulations that led you here. You know, and yeah, man. Tell us about yourself, man. Kingdom Come, Miami, Low Life.
In the building, honored to be here. Salute to you, brothers. Born in Argentina, raised in Miami since 9 months old. Miami-Dade County, North Miami Beach, Ives Dairy to be exact, Miami Gardens. It's what made me, student of the game. I live hip hop. It's my religion, bro. So just honored to be doing what I love and still be consistent, and people receive the art. So anything more than that, I can't ask for nothing more.
Yeah, and I was reading. I see that you besides being a lyricist, you're a producer too.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, yeah.
Which one was your calling first?
Honestly, man, production was just something I had to teach myself. Just learning the music industry, having to learn about publishing and administration and all the ins and outs just to be able to thrive in this. But I'd say the MCing, I love producing. It's just I hardly get any time to do that. I try to save that for like the winters. I live in North Carolina now, so like around the winter time when it gets cold, I'll bunker down in the lab and get to producing. But I'm always producing on all my projects. It's just when I'm in MC mode, it's just I feel like the production's a whole different thing. So I just try to stay in in MC mode pretty much.
Yeah, I definitely dabbled in the production. You know, my man Black Poet, you know, he told me it's possible anybody could be a producer. It's just about, you know, having the passion for the music, you know?
Yeah, and it's just a different craft, you know? My early on start was graffiti, you know? That's how I came up early on, you know? Miami the Nice graffiti was it. And then that's, you know, what led me to hip hop, and, you know, the MCing just took over, you know, art. That was my realm, you know? That's what I love to do. And
so coming from Argentina,
yeah,
you know, landing in Miami, where the hip hop sound of Miami is a little, I want to say, like super commercial.
I mean, that's a misconception, bro. Honestly, like we had I mean, you know, I was raised in the 80s in Miami, so I mean, we had a movement back then and in the 90s that a lot of people don't know about. There's a lot of rich history. But yeah, what people traditionally know, I mean, I'm a huge 2 Live Crew fan. You see, I got a 2 Live Crew poster back there somewhere.
Yeah, of course, like, Uncle Luke.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first concert I went to, so I was heavily influenced by 2 Live Crew. But nah, man, we always had a dope hip hop movement. It just never left the crib, you know. There's a lot of people putting in pain early on, 80s, 90s. We've always had a movement, and up until this day, we're finally like, you know, I know how it is in New York. It's the same thing, like crabs in a barrel. A lot of that. It's always been like that. But present day, you know, Miami's got a crazy movement, and we're all bringing each other up how it's supposed to be, you know.
You know, because like when I, you know, outside of Uncle Luke and the 2 Live Crew, you know, when I think of Miami, you know, of course you got the ill lyricist of Pitbull when he was battling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the teenager. Yup. Shout out to Pitt.
And then, you know, you have your slip and slide and.
Well, hold on, you missing one of the greats, bro. You can't not talk about JT Money and Poison Clan.
Who's that?
JT Money, Poison Clan.
Poison Clan.
That to me is like, I put him up there with Scarface on the level of, you know, lyricism. Look at the first Poison Clan album, 2 Low Life Motherfuckers. That was like 1990, I think. Crazy album.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they were pushing that line. Yeah, big shout out to JT Money, man. Yeah, we reached out to him last year for Off the Cuff Radio. We had a dope deal on the line.
Yeah, that's family right there, man. If you ever need anything from them, easy.
You know, it's funny because like that slipped through my ears. You know, I mean,
that's what we're known for. People, you know, you get the booty music stuff. Yeah, 2 Live Crew is a huge avenue of that, but like, people think I'm from New York. I always get the, yo, you from New York? And I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I was heavily influenced by East Coast rap, but, you know, I was listening to a lot of West Coast stuff, and you know, the double time flow, I'll do that if I feel like it. But I mean, it's a lot of different sounds and styles. A lot of cats early on, man.
Yeah, because when I listen to your music, it definitely gives me the 90s New York vibe with a splash of 2000.
I mean, that's what I came up on, you know.
And I see, you know, through the features, you know, you're definitely in the core of the lyricist, you know, from Tragedy, My Brother, you know, to Thurston Howe, who's, you know, Thirst is one of the most wittiest,
absolutely
influential, you know, artists that's out there. And, you know, sometimes I feel they don't give Thirst his flowers the right way. But he definitely works hard to make sure that you know he's about his business.
I mean, the real dude, you know, it's like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper type thing, you know. The me, being a Latino coming up, like, you know, it's like I get to work with my superheroes, you know, people I admire came up, and you know, that to me is the biggest accolade, to get the respect of my peers and people who influence my art and my life. So that to me is that supersedes any kind of status, accolade, whatever you call it. To me, that's shit, you know, because I'm still that 15, 14-year-old kid who fell in love with hip hop, and it saved my life, like, you know.
So you know, who influenced you in this game? Like I know like you grew up listening to a lot of the hip hop, but you know, for me, you know, it's the Slick Ricks, you know, the Big Daddy Kanes, of course the Mobb Deeps.
Absolutely.
Who was like a big influence in getting Kingdom Come to become Kingdom Come. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it shifts every couple years, but I mean, if we're talking like foundation, Chuck D, Cool G Rap, Scarface, Slick Rick for sure. Obviously Wu-Tang, Nas, Killer Priest. I was a huge Killer Priest fan. Yeah, I'd say G-Rap and Slick Rick.
I mean, they were two of the best of their time in the storytelling.
No, absolutely.
In the wordplay.
It's like you got the tree, right? Everybody spawns from the different roots. And Lord Finesse, too. You can't... Lord Finesse blessed so many styles. He's got his own tree of, you know, people that spawn from him. You know, Nas come from Slick Rick. Then you got the whole Queens, fucking some of the illest rappers is from Queens. So Prodigy.
Well, I always felt Nas came from the G-Rap Tragedy, Slick Rick.
Yeah.
You know,
he came from that club.
Absolutely.
You know, when you listen to Illmatic, you kind of hear Intelligent Hoodlum.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm almost positive. You know, Tragedy. He's one of the most slept on, illest rappers alive.
Hands down, bro. Intelligent Hoodlum. That to me was pinnacle.
Yeah,
absolutely. Tragis. And I'm honored that I've done a few joints with him. You know, we got like 2-3 songs we've done together.
Yeah, you think about it. Without Trag,
a lot of people ain't coming.
Nah.
He fathered so many styles.
Yeah, he fathered his styles, but he also opened doors for a lot of people. You know,
and not even talking about the CNN stuff. He's done so much other shit.
Yeah, because, you know, he's original Juice Crew.
Yep.
You know, so he was out there at an early age before a lot of people was even out there trying to be a rapper. He was already doing it, you know. Same for Black Piggity. You know, Black Poet, he been in the field since, you know, BDP times.
Yeah.
So Kingdom Come.
Yes, sir.
Where does the name come from?
I mean, that just came about. I forget who gave me that name, but it was early on deciphering, freestyling in middle school, and 15, 16. It was like, it just stuck to me. People were like, yo, you kind of blow them to Kingdom Come. And then, you know, the biblical aspect, the esotericness of it, the seriousness of the name, you know, by definition, it's the hereafter, what comes after, thy kingdom come. It just stuck to me, you know. I was studying a lot of different esoteric faiths, and just diving deep into that realm, and it just stuck, you know.
Yeah, because it's a stamp, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's you know, you got plenty of rappers that try to use the king in their name, but Kingdom Come to me was like damn, that's deep, you know. And then and then you hear what you're speaking about in your rhymes, and it's almost enlightening. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like that's you got to do that as an MC. Personally for me, people might see it differently, but you gotta you gotta uphold some lessons and each one teach one. It just, you know,
right,
shed the light, you know.
Yeah, for sure. You know, because you know the whole essence of hip hop was to teach
and to speak about our situations. It's modern day hieroglyphics in a sense, you know, just like graffiti is just telling the story, the struggle. So I mean, absolutely, bro. So yeah, I know there's a seriousness with the name. That's why I chose it, and it's been around since I was 16, 17. You know, it just stuck, and I kept it without the C, K double, you know, and just boom.
So being in Miami and being young, you know, you saying you was rhyming in school. Was you going? Because like, was you going around battling? Like, you go like in New York? You know, a lot of rappers, they would go to different parts and different projects and battle, you know, whoever they said was live.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, before then, you know, everyone was kind of in the area, but yeah, Kendall would meet up with North Miami. We had a lot of b-boy jams. Absolutely. In the 90s, like when we was coming up, shout out to EFN and the Crazy Hood crew. Like we've been putting in work since back then, you know. A lot of the pro-ams, a lot of the old school cats would come from Kendall. South Miami was the hub, you know. And I was more up North Miami, you know.
So that was like
it's like saying
like the Queensbridge of Queens.
There you go, kinda, yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. But yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, it was a crazy time, man. And then around, you know, Miami in the 90s was major, like graffiti beef in Miami was crazy with the different crews. It was always gang activity type style. So I tried to stick to the music, but yeah, we would at those times battling anybody and everybody anywhere, school, you know, hit up the radio, any show, any live show. Yeah, it was like you sharpen your blade.
Yeah, people were thinking that Miami is like nothing but, you know, fly women and beaches. They have a real serious scene out there too.
Yeah, that's the fake Miami. That's the tourist thing. Don't nobody from Miami go to South Beach. I mean, in the 90s it was wild, you know, with the celebrities and everything, but I feel like, you know, we was influenced by so much early on. Like, you know, New York would come up, everyone would come up, and we had our own culture and our own sound. From the strip clubs to the cars to the music, you know, there's a Miami culture, and I feel like, you know, a lot of people would trickle in and get the tourist version of it and not see that, you know, man, there's so many different hoods and neighborhoods, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Miami in the 90s was a different breed of animal.
Yeah, when I think of Miami, you know, on the street side of things, you know, I think of, you know, the Haitians and
shout out to Macazo and all that, and Zopound. I rolled deep with them brothers.
And the Cubans and you know, the whole Scarface vibe, you know, which was a reality of Miami, you know.
Absolutely, it was built on bricks, you know. But within that, we had a really big, like, purist hip hop scene, you know, with a lot of local artists that are still thriving, changed, had to come back, you know, like. There's a few of us that been around 20, 30 plus years still doing it. A lot of cats hang it up, but nah, you know, there's a wall of greats for sure.
That's dope. That's dope. So yeah, before we get into more of this interview, E, let's take the people on a journey with the sounds of Kingdom Come. You know, over here on Screwball Radio, you know, we like to take the listeners on a journey with the people we interview, because, you know, there's might be a lot of people that haven't heard you.
Absolutely.
And don't know your history. So we like to give people, you know, like yourself, your flowers, and take the people on a trip, man. And let's go back in time and bring it to the future.
Let's
go. No doubt.
Cyclical.
True indeed.
So yeah, y'all with some joints right here to give y'all an introduction to who Kingdom Come is and why we rock with him on Screwball Radio. So we about to hit y'all with one of the claps.
Who hand, live and direct, straight out the Matrix. Let's go, E. Who hand?
I'm back in the Matrix. They just kicked me out this bitch. I just got my IG back.
Thirsty motherfucking Howard the Third, nigga. Kingdom, copyright.
Nobody's bad as me.
You know my motherfucking position, nigga. You know my position. I'm ahead of my motherfucking grind. Put that work in. Seriously. Thirstin' Howard the motherfucking Third. I'm a globetrotter, dollars in a piñata. Big booty bitches buy bottles to be buyers. Lone Star cigars in the powder room. I got a wide body Benz with a shower too. My shoplifting mistress, she don't look suspicious. She boosts the dishes and everything in the kitchen. I wreck them all, starting off on the second floor. 10 sweaters worn, but I ain't fucking getting caught. Knapsack full and the girdle stuff, and I still feel like I didn't get enough. Stash shit in my truck when I walk out the door. Then I'm going back in, cause I missed a few stores. Greedy fuck, hustler's ambition. Speed it up, new clutch and transmission. I got sticky fingers, better yet, blue hands. And I'm robbing everything on my schedule plans. Yeah, you see me coming through, rocking that low life brand from head to toe. Walking through any motherfucking ghetto, all across this motherfucking world.
2 hours up. Yeah, the Puerto Rican Kingdom Come. Copyright. Yeah. Listen, that's how it's gonna be. Yeah. No boss, I'm gone. Boss so fucking hard, destructive, fake, the fraud, your marketing squad, punk ass label and all. I'm targeting y'all, the wife, the kids, the house, the cat, the dog. I'm off in the mall until corporate offices fall. I'm ready to brawl. I don't bite, prepare to get mauled. Lock on your jaw. Fuck the cops and the law. The Reaper's here, bitch, nigga. Your number's been called. There's no way to stall. So let revolvers revolve, shells propel and carousel whoever's involved. Not a problem is solved, yeah I body them all. Modify the trigger nigga, give the shotty the saw. A boxer north-to-dock, strike south of the park. My talent is raw, connects to your mouth and your jaw. Get me vexed, find the next nigga stretched on the floor. Pull the tech, leave his blood etched all over the wall. What? Kingdom.
Nobody's bad as me. I'm the boss, and this is how it's gonna be. See, right. I'm the boss, and this is how it's gonna be. Nobody's bad as me. I'm the boss, and this is how it's gonna
be. Enoch music.
Yeah.
Steve Lance got beats.
Ha.
Yeah. Let's go. Kingdom. DVW Christ.
Yeah. Shoot G.
Listen.
Let's go.
Wealth of a fame you ain't never been. A person that ain't wanna be famous. Shots to make you hella thin. And the killer remains nameless. Different breed of MC. Call me the owl of the game. I oversee the overseas, but they never mention my name. Always been a top fiver, with the skill set the same. I see a lot of 85ers, posing like a king, but I eradicate the fake. Yeah, they call me mean. They gave me slack for my album cover, scared of what I would bring. I put the 9 to your mind, then I kill you, then I peel you, motherfucker, that ain't me. I'm a lover, I'm a father, I'm an author, I'm a martyr, and my kids be my legacy. I know what I know, I know what I know, and you can't take that from me later, but you can't take that, see you later. I know what I know, I know what I know, and you can't take that from me. can't take
Kingdoms. This shit is as hard as it gets. I kick balls to death, spit darts through your chest. Hit marks, get your shit scored if you test. I rock shows and clocks though from MIA to Budapest. Just ask Khaled who the best. My flow is haunted, drew blood from a golden gauntlet. Getting blown like a broken cartridge. Not the one to be provoking, so don't start shit. Standing over a smoldering cauldron, casting spells with my arms lit. Yo, God Christ, tell these motherfuckers how we got stripes and how we body mics like tsunami sites. The God's honest truth. I vomit and spew atomic in the booth. Astonished when I do what I do. I spit heat rocks and make you reminisce like Pete Rock. Low socks with a gold watch. Pan a polo with block shapes. Multicolored like God snakes. I'm often sweated by lioness. Polo bear on my towel, yes. Horse and rider on my swimming suit. Giving interviews by the swimming pool. Spitting truth, living proof. Way too tough to be running jewels.
I know what I know. I know what I know. And you can't take that from me later. But you can't take that. See you later. I know what I know.
Yeah. What up?
I know what I know. And you can't take that from me later.
Yeah.
But you can't take
Listen,
that. See
man,
you later.
kick planets, lift woolly mammoth with hand gestures, advanced lectures, scramble your molecular. My hand textures like van texture when it hits you. Crack your jaws on your pockets where it sit you out level. Yeah, like F6s, this grip. Lift cribs like twisters, vicious. Right dick with a pig skin, I'm dipping. The rush when the fans get in, yes, it's him. P90, beats grimy. In the booth with ticket for loops is where you find me. You're spiraling if you try me with the 1-2 and you don't stop and it won't stop till your bones pop. Welcome to Wizard Wordplay. The verbs take action when rapping, yeah, you heard me. My words weigh a ton like P.E. Uzi. It's UG, don't get it confused, B, you lose teeth. Ha!
I know what I know. I know what I know. And you can't take that from me later. But you can't take that. See you later. I know what I know. I know what I know. And you can't take that from me later. But you can't take that. See you later.
Yeah. What you know about it?
Yeah, that's that fire shit, y'all.
I want to ask one question. Hold up. I want to ask one question because I know his crate of music goes further back than that. It's got it.
Oh, absolutely, bro. What'd you play?
We played the Thurston
the joint with Thurston. This is how it's gonna be. Produced by C. Lance, and the joint with DV and UG called Truth.
Yes, sir.
But the crate gotta be deeper than that, like, you know, because that sounds. How old are those songs?
Let me see. The first joint was on All Beats Show Their Teeth. The first one, that was like 2016. The second joint was on All Beats Show Their Teeth 2. That was like 2018, 19. And the Barrel Reserve album that I just dropped is my 23rd or 4th solo album or full album, like studio album.
So E.
Yeah, the discography's deep.
So E. I want to go further. I want to go further back than 2018, man. I want to go back. He's been doing music since the 90s, man.
I mean, the first album I put out was recorded in like early 2000s, but I think I didn't put it out till like 11 or 12.
Oh, you didn't drop your first album till 2011?
I mean, it was done in 2000. 3, 4, 5, most of those joints. And then I used to own a label, right? I used to do a lot of music production and licensing, and I used to manage artists. You know, I had an artist that was breaking through, you know, and this was before I had my first couple crews and production houses. You know, that happened, fell apart with a crew, had another crew that, you know, kind of decimated. It's been with a couple crews, and late 90s, you know, was when I was like, all right, fuck it. You know, I'm going to just do my solo thing, focus on Kingdom Come. That's when I was like, stop managing, stop trying to like, you know, production deals, licensing, sync stuff, be more on the background. And I just got like tainted by the music industry. And I was like, fuck the industry. Like, you know, from just, you know, broken deals, you know the ups and downs in this shit.
Yeah.
If you ain't got a heart of fucking iron, you ain't built for this shit, or you don't love it enough. So like, you know, I'm talking about countless money, time, deals, fucking you name it. I was just like, yo, fuck it. I'm gonna just focus on Kingdom Come and do the kind of music I want to do. But I mean, mixtapes and shit's floating around the ether. But that first album, yeah, that was all from like early 2000s, and I finally decided to put it out like around the time I met my ex-wife and I was having my son. When I was just like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do the music I want to do, and got back into it.
And you feel that was your best decision? Because I think it was.
Absolutely. In retrospect, it was like, you know, I made money, lost money, you know, highs, lows, you name it. Anything that could have happened, I went through it. But it was the best. It was like, yo, fuck the industry standards, fuck relying on anyone else for anything. I'm gonna just, you know, just do the music I want to do that I love doing and just go for me, you know. And that's when I started BCE Records. That was like late 90s, early 2000s, and I had a string of artists, and I was just going back to doing my solo shit. And then around early mid 2005, 6, 7, that kind of fell apart, and that's when I started my label that I have to this day, Walking with Enoch Music.
That's official, man. You know, the one thing about the business, man, is like you said, if you're not built to deal with a lot of, you know, losses and snakes, you know, there's a lot.
Yeah, that's the main thing, where it's just like, man, I just want to do my art, bro. Like, fuck all this shit, you know?
All the smoke and mirrors that
fake
they promote.
Friends, the fucking, you know.
Yeah,
everyone,
you know,
battling with each other, you know, coming around. You know how it is, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty. You know, I've dealt with my share of. Damn, they letting off next to my house. They letting off.
Yo, my crib too. I hear that shit. You in the South too, huh?
Nah. I'm in New York.
Oh, okay.
And they dumping out there.
I live in the Carolinas now, so they take that shit real serious out here.
Oh, what part of NC you in?
I'm in Western North Carolina. I'm in Asheville. I left Miami 10, 11 years ago. I moved up here.
Yeah, because the engineer, you know, our engineer, King Eric, the other host, he from Raleigh.
Yeah, I spoke to him earlier. I was like, no, that ain't too far. I mean, he's like, I don't know. He's over here. I'm like in the mountains, so it's like 4 or 5 hours, something like that. But it ain't nothing crazy.
I hear that shit all the time when you go down south. It's, yo, I'm like 3 hours away. I'm like, damn, yo, for me, 3 hours is like going to Philadelphia, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's real. I still be finding cities out here that I don't know. I'm like, where in North Carolina you at? I never heard of it. All right, cool.
Yes, man. It's crazy, but so as a producer, you know, what was your weapon of choice?
The Kai 2000.
MPC?
Yeah, I still got it here. She's sitting there collecting dust with the original floppy and everything. She still gets fired up every once in a while. You gotta stroke her, keep her happy, you know? But nowadays the fucking the machine, man, the machine's fucking this bitch is fun right here. The machine's crazy. That and just you know, I do a lot of like, I like to chop more. Like I can produce all day, but I get too like cerebral with it, where I'm like overthinking every kick sound. So I just like to get a nice skeleton going. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the drums I like. This is the chop. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'll just go back with my producer and in-house DJ Ruin and just like, yo, make this sound like this, change this, boom, 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 done.
So, you know, being that you wear multiple hats.
Yeah.
And your producer, on your producer side,
mm-hmm.
who was influential to you in the production side of hip hop that made you say, yo, I could do this?
Ooh, good question. That's a great question. From an industry standards or just around me?
Just in all, you know?
I mean, I've always been a Premier and RZA fan. Like,
top
to me,
tier.
the production, yeah, to me, that's like,
yeah, that's top tier.
Honestly, Pete Rock too. I'll throw in Q-Tip here and there just because
he's amazing. He's amazing. You know what he did, what Q-Tip did for Nas and what he did for Mobb Deep.
Crazy.
Is serious business, you know?
Crazy. Yeah. I would say absolutely that would be the forefront. And I always just had a good ear, like just for loops, for like, you know, if I'm not producing, I'm definitely like executive producing a lot more, you know, for other people, for myself. That's what I enjoy doing, putting the candy on top of everything, you know.
So as a producer, have you produced for artists? Like, what artists have you produced for?
Just for myself, really, bro. Like, you know, I'm too greedy with the beats. I keep them to myself.
I mean, you know the sound, you know what I'm saying?
And I hate rappers, so I don't want to deal with rappers, bro. So I keep them to myself.
I feel that. You know,
that's that director's chair talk right there, man. Like, look, I don't like dealing with the actors, but hey,
I'm good. Fuck that.
Nah, you know what it is that artists, you know, they could be a pain in the ass, man. You know, they don't have the drive, and I always find that the nicest rappers have the poorest
work ethic, structure, communication.
Yeah,
ego, you name it.
You know, it's always something. You know what I mean? Like, it's never just come handle your business and then you could bounce. There's always something.
Yeah, from the most talented, dope artists who got their own complete. Because I mean, when you creating, bro, like, you know, when you create, you got so much going on here that like. Create your birthing whatever art form. To me, like art, when I'm cooking, I'm creating. That's art. When I'm producing, when I'm doing music, when I get dressed, when I talk, it's all art. So I mean, like, everybody's got their creation base. So we a little nutty, and then, you know, artists can be a lot to handle. And then rappers, I have a saying: I fucking hate rappers, bro. Like, when everyone's like, "You're a rapper," I'm like, "Nah, dog, I ain't no rapper."
What I could say though, with the list that you just gave me. Mm-hmm. It kind of makes sense with the way that you are, because, you know, you have Q-Tip, who's he's a dope MC, but also a dope producer. And, you know, same with Pete.
Finesse, another one, you know.
Same with Pete Rock, same with the RZA.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, you know what? That just tied in all. I didn't even notice that when I said that. You're right.
You know.
Double-edged dagger.
I mean, it's being pretty well rounded, and obviously you in tune with the culture to
life, bro.
To balance two hats like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you could create the sound and also create the vision with the words. Because, you know,
indeed,
for me, a dope MC is going to capture your mind and take you on a ride.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
What I'm saying? It's not like today where the music is kind of dumbed down and it's just the same etiquette, the same formula, rhetoric. Yep. Everything's the same. Like, there's no difference between a lot of the new artists. Man, that shit sound like it was just outside my door.
Yeah, that shit was loud as fuck. I heard it.
Sound like them shits be sounding like gunshots out here. I'm surprised it's pretty tame in this area.
Yeah, it's wild, man. You know, happy 4th of July to those that celebrate, you know, independence of America and all that.
I thought the hologram Jesus was gonna come up in the sky. I was like, all right, July 4th, it's about to go down. They bring in the psyops.
Yeah, right.
I was waiting for it. Oh shit!
And you know, you also gotta let people know, man. You gotta let people know to be careful out there, man, because especially with these fireworks, man, because we seen what happened with homie when he got his hand blown off.
Yo, that's some up and coming rapper or some shit, right? That happened to some artist.
Yeah, he's from LA.
Yeah, I read some shit like that.
Definitely.
My cousin blew off like 3 of his fingers like this in Argentina when he was little, lighting off one of those big ass ones. You know, the like real fireworks that you gotta put in the ground and light them.
Yeah, the mortars.
Exactly, yeah, that's them real shits.
Yeah. My boy had one. I ain't gonna front. My boy had one a couple years back, and it was like a baby's head. You know what I'm saying?
It's a bowling ball.
He had to dig down deep into the ground with some cast iron pipe. It couldn't be no PVC shit, you know. And it was like one of the Macy's fireworks when it went off. Boom! You know what I'm saying? It lit up the whole sky. Craziness.
Yeah, exactly. Those.
Y'all people out there, man, be safe out there, man. You don't want to lose no fingers. You can't roll no blunts if you ain't got no fingers, you know? Yeah, man.
Can't roll no blunts. So in that case, you can't fight, man. So be careful out there.
Yeah, for real, man, for real. But yeah, you know, for me, when I think of producers, you know, my favorite, I got a few producers that I always feel
never
bring
miss.
out that bring out the best in the artist. You know what I'm saying? You know, people like DJ Muggs.
Shout out to Muggs. Absolutely.
You know, people like The Alchemist.
Killing it right now, yep.
You know what I'm saying? The homie Evidence.
Evidence is nasty with it. Dual too, on the mic and the production.
Yeah.
And of course, Havoc of Mobb Deep, you know. Shout out Havoc. Shout out the whole
slept on too,
Mob.
man. Just because, you know, Prodigy's light was so bright that people forget how ill Havoc was too, you know? It's crazy.
But at the end of the day, you know, he was the sound of the mob.
Absolutely.
He was the lyricist, but the sound was Havoc. You know what I mean? And what's
I like
crazy,
all the shit he did modern too with a lot of different MCs. Havoc been doing a lot of dope shit lately. I'm like,
and you know what's crazy with them is that Prodigy is the one that show Have how to make a beat. And Have show P how to write a rhyme.
You never know what that spark will do, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Conductive energy.
But definitely, I definitely like what you're doing. I definitely like the sound that you bring in.
I appreciate you.
And
just trying to add on and build, brother.
I just like that, you know, you Miami, but you don't sound like Miami. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you could go anywhere and nobody's gonna label you a Miami artist, down south artist. You know, you coming in with the grit, you coming in with the ambition, the wanting to teach the masses, where a lot of the South music is not so much like that. You know what I mean? Like, you might have a couple artists here and there that spit gems in they rhymes, but for the most part, like we were saying before, you know, it's pretty much the party and the strippers and the drinking and the smoking and you know, just the party aspect, you know?
Yeah.
Because even Atlanta is the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Atlanta has its, you know, killer mics and shit like that, but then, you know, you have all the other artists that come out of there that, you know, pretty much hurt my ears when I listen to it. You know?
I mean, a lot of that stuff, yeah, I hear what you're saying. I think there's a duality of it, you know? Like, man, I could do some party record. I've done them, you know? I got in my catalog fun shit. It's just depending how I'm feeling. If it feels right, I'm going to do it because I don't feel like this all the time. But I feel as an artist, you know, who said that? Nina Simone, right? It's an artist, a responsibility to express the times and the struggle of the times and speak on current day things. It's if you ain't doing that, get the fuck out of here. I'm not saying because then I'm not talking about the backpacker or conscious rapper. I hate those terms, you know what I'm saying? But yo, what you saying for real? Everybody, it's cool to come up with a cool phrase and double entendres and I'm nice. That's fun. You know, sharp, keeping your blade sharp is essential. This is blood sport, right? This is MCing. But you know, it's an artist's responsibility to express the times and to be yourself. I think that's what the art is. Like, if you ain't in your heart authentic with what you stand for, who you are, right? You just making music. This is art, you know.
Yeah, there's always got to be a message, you know.
And it's the balance. I try to sprinkle here and there, you know, because if it was up to me, that's the kind of shit I'd want to do all the time. But lately, I don't give a fuck. I just do what sounds right, what feels right. So I feel like I'm in a real comfortable spot right now. The chair feels good, you know.
Yeah, well, we want the people to turn their radio up and, you know, turn this YouTube up because we're about to go back into some of his joints and, you know, give y'all some ear candy, man. Some ear candy.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got to give y'all some more heat, man. We're going to be right back with y'all. Screwball Radio, live and direct.
Live from the Matrix.
Who hand?
Let's go.
Get it.
The mind tricks the body thinks the mind is crazy. Thinks the mind is crazy. The mind tricks the body thinks the mind is crazy. Thinks the mind is crazy.
Look around, see the cracks in the foundation. Blind to the truth, whole world's in stagnation. Praying that the people rise up, break free, escape delusion. Let the truth be seen. What? Eyes wide open, no more sleeping in chains. Wake from the dream, shed lies in the pain.
The mind tricks the body thinks the mind is crazy.
Times we living in got me feeling heavy. News feeds flood, truth drowning in the levee. Systems rigged so the poor stay poor. Why they build high towers and open up new doors. Kids growing up, eyes glued to the screen. Chasing false idols, not knowing what it means. Land of the free, but it's all illusionary. Locked in their minds, fed tales of glory. Politicians lie, corporations feast. Selling us dreams while they rob us of our peace. Divided by race, by creed, by design. Got us fighting each other, staying deaf, dumb, and blind. Praying for the people to break these chains, to wake up and rise, break free from the pain. Look around, see the cracks in the foundation. Blind to the truth, whole world's in stagnation. Praying that the people rise up, break free, escape delusion, and let the truth be seen. Eyes wide open, no more sleeping in chains. Wake from the dream, shed the lies and the pain.
The mind tricks the body thinks the mind is crazy. Thinks the mind is crazy.
Politicians pushing fear in disguise. Power in the shadows, hiding truth in their lies. Streets full of protests, but they silence the voice. Make us feel small like we don't got a choice. Billionaires profit while the world stays sick. We holding our breath while they reap and they trick. Climate change and forests burning in the night. While they debate the cost, we fighting for our rights. Meanwhile, kids trying to survive on scraps. On these concrete blocks stuck in their traps. This ain't freedom if we locked in our heads. Dreaming of wealth while our souls stay unfed. I pray for the day that we break free from this cage. Unmask the illusion, let the world turn the page. Look around, see the cracks in the foundation. Blind to the truth, whole world's in stagnation. Praying that the people rise up, break free, escape the illusion, let the truth be seen. Eyes wide open, no more sleeping in chains. Wake from the dream, shed the lies and the pain.
The mind tricks the body, body thinks the mind is crazy. Thinks the mind is crazy. The mind tricks the body, body thinks the mind is crazy. Thinks the mind is crazy. Thinks the mind is crazy. The mind tricks the body, body thinks the mind is crazy. Thinks the mind is crazy.
Hey, Paul, you've been pals for a long time. Yep. I know Jerry's going must have hit you. Have you been drinking? Hey, you know better than me.
It's mathematical. Equation beats, he wrote the manual for blazing beats. Grimy shit for me to sink my teeth. I fly by you like a Cajun feast. Off my sabbatical, views are radical. National Geographical. Passing through the avenue. 305 to New Jerusalem. What it do? Dímelo, parcero. This shit is tougher than cuero. No seas pajero. Plata o plomo. Corbata colombiana te la pongo. I heard your album. Your basura. Real spit. Kingdom kicks, ill shit por la cultura. Rock harder than Sepultura. Soy sudaco, papo. Raw rap, the dope and Buddha. While y'all concerned with fancy things and rings that bling bling, the king sings hymns and drops balls like Sing Sing. I'm medieval, bring a sting this lethal. Simple text stated, triple X rated like Vin Diesel. We combined to injure. It took no time to bring you this hook, line, and sinker. Leave you shook when the rhymes sting ya. Your flow's messy, so don't test me. It's so deadly. I stab men with pens like Joe Pesci. Que hubo pues? Colombia, Argentina, carajo. Dale. Planting that flag for that Latin rap. Time is ours. Who want it? Want it. None of y'all fucking with this. Ain't nobody fucking with this. They know. Yeah, they know. Equation beats. Kingdom come. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
We're back at it.
Shit right here.
Yeah, man, I like your sound, man. Definitely, it's definitely different. You know, it's you. It's not watered down. The beats, the rhymes, the cuts.
Appreciate that, brother. That means a lot.
Yeah, it's great, man. Like, I love hip hop, man. I love hip hop since it first fell in my ears, man. You know, Redhead Kingpins, the, you know, Curious
you
George.
older than me, right? You like the next generation above me.
You know, I love the hip hop, man. It just
saved my life, bro.
Same. You know, I was headed down a dark road. And you know, I did I was always, you know, doing open mics and shows and running around but I took it serious, you know, kind of like you know, when my son was born. So when my son was born, you know, it was all or nothing for me from there. You know what I'm saying? And I end up linking with Poet, and then, you know, Poet showed me the ropes, you know.
That's a beautiful thing.
And then you know, of course, and you know, being a student of the game, you know, you listen to the artists, you read their interviews, and you know, a lot of artists influenced me, you know what I mean? and I took what I could from even building with the artists and being in the studio with the artists and them spitting gems and dropping jewels on you, and you take them and you use them. You know, a lot of people, they don't listen.
Yep. Everybody know everything.
They think they know everything, but when you actually take the time to listen and then you take what they teach you and you go ahead and execute it, you know, you just level up. You know, you just leveled up.
That's the key right there. I'm gonna grab my phone charger so my phone don't die.
Right. But yeah, man, you know, one question I want to ask. I know Thirst. I know he be in Miami, but how did that come about? How did you meet Thirst and how?
Yeah, so you know, everybody knows Thirst relocated to Miami. He was back and forth between, you know, NY and Miami for a while. He went to high school there.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when he settled in, his grandmother was in Alapata, what's now known as Wynwood. And, you know, he started the first Low Life chapter out there. I didn't get in on the first round, but, you know, being a student of the game and being a huge Thurston Howell fan and, you know, boosting polo from the 90s my damn self here in Bird Dines and Macy's in South Florida, you know, it was, man, it was an honor, you know, to meet him. And then it was, I think he put me on, asked me to be a Low Life. It's been about 10, 12 years now, something like that.
Official.
No, and like, you know, to me, I see it as a fraternity.
Yeah, you cut out on us.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be back shortly.
Yeah, definitely a dope brother. Wait for him to come back on.
Yeah, he said he was trying to charge his phone, I believe, so maybe that was the issue with that.
It's a possibility, you know. But yeah, man, you know, Screwball Radio. We got any other his joints that we could play till we get back?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna play one from his new album, and we're gonna go right back to him.
Yeah, let's bring up the Barrel Reserve, Kingdom Come, Ruin. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Imminent danger, my presence is major. My Havoc House neighbors will take ya. Good luck, you ain't gonna need it. The fuck, you already defeated. Toxic trolls stay seated. Simmer down, dog, believe it. Go on now and plug that mic. You really the high maintenance type. Don't tell me how to feel and act like that's your bitch ass, right? We done seen how you do. We done peeped how you move. Why you keep feeding me lines with that dirty ass spoon? It's a quarter that it will never happen anytime soon. You have no pull. I'll place the microphone in the base of your skull. Hit him with the flying hammer. Delusions of grandeur, confusions of banter. Unsuccessful scammer. I gotta keep it funky. Get a job, you big dummy.
The day is clear and sunny. I've been lucky, played a game like gin rummy. My name will live in infamy. Without a doubt, rabbit out the hat. Magic's out, Kingdom Come and Havoc House. We pull your card, fuck you rapping bout. Running your mouth, but you capping now. I get on stage and take your paper like a cap and gown. You know the name, Low Life, better ask around. Listen, clown, your baby mama, she get passed around. I lay the gavel down. Up Shit's Creek, better paddle now. And you definitely don't wanna battle now. Make no mistake, the beef increase like the murder rate. I crack your vertebrae. State to state commercial weight. First down in Golan, a touchdown in Poland. With a suit that look like Shusha, stick my pole in. Watch who you testin', Skurvesin. Be a dolce.
I don't see no opponent.
Yeah, you think you're dope, but you're truly whack. Until I do the track and dudes be like, yo, son, who was that? On some old New York slang shit. I was never on the gang shit, but that's those I would hang with. Who would bang quick? That be me. And you can get these hands and I'm giving them for free. I don't worry who's who, cause in the end, who's you? We all bleed the same, leave you slain, boo. Who your whole crew do? Who knew? Everyone say, come on, Wally, yup, I bet he won. Ask my brother Christopher, how I get it, ya. My literature, giving ya a feeling you wanna listen to. Listen, bruh, I'm dismissing ya, nobody mentions ya. I'm the emperor, and it couldn't be simpler. Yeah, I know you like the way I'm doing it. Just keep your mouth closed, cause you always go and ruin shit.
They see what we brought to the table. They see we made it cultural. We made polo like a religious garment to be worn, especially in hip hop. Look at hip hop now. Everybody's wearing polo. And that's because of what we did. What really did it for us is that we were willing to share that culture with the world. We ain't trying to hold, yo, this is ours, only us. No life's for everybody.
Ooh, man. Joint was hard. Shout out Ajax Low.
Yeah, that joint was hard right there.
Kamala Waleed, Boston Havoc House Chapter Low Life. Big up to the brothers. My brother Mateo Getz. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Also, man, we want to take the time to say rest in peace, Young Noble from the Outlaws.
Rest in peace. East to west, north to south. You know, big staple in hip hop. Part of the Outlaws. Tupac's upbringings, you know. Like I was telling you earlier, E, you know, like he definitely was doing his thing, you know what I mean? In the last year or so, putting out a lot of music, a lot of, you know, he was going in. And recently he did a joint with J Hood, like I was telling you.
Yeah. And
you know, it's sad. It's sad, you know, how the news came through and how, you know, depression is real, man. Mental health is real. A lot of people suffer from mental health. And, you know, we just want to hear on Screwball Radio, want to let you know, we always got love. Never alone, you know what I'm saying? If you know anybody going through depression, you know, don't just call them, you know, pop up on them. Let the people know you care about them, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, depression is real. A lot of people go through depression silently. They don't tell nobody what's going on. But if those are your peoples and you know your peoples, you'll always notice there's something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Because I made a post about that yesterday, man. And I was just saying that we never know what people are going through. They have a good way of masquerading it because that's just the type of strong people that they are. But everybody is going through something. So it's like a phone call could save somebody's life, or a text.
A phone
you just
call,
never know how.
Or just popping up on them, man. If they're your people, man, you know what I'm saying? Just pop up on them. They might not have seen you for a while. They might not have somebody that's been around them that they could talk to, you know, because you know when people deal with stuff like that, it's they keep to themselves. But you know when your real true peoples come around, you know, people will open up to them, you know.
Right.
Just, you know, a lot of people don't trust a lot of people, so they don't tell nobody their business. But when the real right come around, there's definitely being said, you know, what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what what's crazy is people think that depression is just issue of class of rich and poor. Nah, man, it can hit regardless of how much money you have or how much little money you have. It's a way of life.
Yeah, I mean, depression has got really nothing to do with the money or whatever it is. It's just life. It's life, and some people don't know how to cope with it. You know, it's real out there. You know what I mean? It's real out there. Things might not be going the way people planned, but at the end of the day, you know, it don't hurt nobody to check up on your people, man. You know, especially if they your people, man, check up on your people. You know what I mean? If they truly your people. I'm not saying this if they're just an acquaintance or, you know, you don't really rock with them like that, but if they your people and you grew up with them or they mean something to you, you know what I'm saying? Due diligence, man, and check up on your people. Because it's always love, you know what I mean? There's no love without loyalty. And if those are your people, you know, show them love and show them that you're loyal, you know, and that you're there for them. All facts.
No doubt.
So yeah, Screwball Radio. We didn't get the brother back on.
Yeah, his phone probably died. But yeah, man, we got some overtime, man, with him. So we got some good content out of him. We got to know his story. We got to know his catalog, which is pretty dope. So the mission still got accomplished.
Yeah, I just wish, you know, he could have came on and let people know where they could find his music. I mean, obviously you could go, you know, stream it. But, you know, fuck streaming.
Go to the source, as you would say.
Yeah, get it from the source, man. Go cop that. Go cop those physicals. Go cop that merchandise. You know, support a dope artist, man. And Kingdom Come is a dope artist, man. Just from what we played tonight, it shows, you know, where he's at with it. And definitely a dope brother, dope content. And the music speaks for itself.
No doubt. So yeah, we're gonna probably end it on playing another joint from his album. Then we're gonna end it playing with another joint from Young Noble. Give him a proper send-off. Big prayers and salute go out to the Outlaws and the family and the Jersey Block family. We represent for y'all.
Yes, sir. Screwball Radio, live from the Matrix. Another Saturday. Wrapped up episode 233.
Yes, sir.
233. There you go. Once again, shout out the whole Screwball family. Go support Kingdom Come. One love to the whole Low Life family. You know what I'm saying? And big ups to my brother E, you know, always holding it down. And let's get him out of here, E. Screwball Radio.
Yes, sir. Same screw time, same screw channel. Check us out next Saturday night.
Let's go.
Yo, who the fuck they talking to? Bitch ass motherfucker. What you say? Hey, yo, Preem, get at him. Punch your motherfucking mouth. You must not know who I am. You with the Don G. So, bitch. Clark connoisseur. Act like you know. Dog unit in this motherfucker. Yeah, keep that same name cerebral.
Yo, sit back, relax, get your contact.
Ask Chris Tucker how the money talks. I've been serving weight since Nino Brown had the Gumby top. Gummy gloss Clark, same color as the honey sauce. You puppy soft and weaker than the way a mummy walks. You bunny soft, I'm scummy from some crummy ass block where bummy cops clock and watch dummies off rocks. We deviant minded, aligned with previous guidance, duality until a casualty reminds us we just mortal beings seeing life through the third eye. The bird's eye view fiends true from the first high. We thirst wise and answers, divert minds with scanners. It hurts Like it's cancer to get worked by advancements. Technology driven, now sinning can get you canceled. Beginning of wisdom is knowledge that gets traveled through various cortexes, vortexes. My message connect within 4 sections. It's today's lesson. Yo, sit back, relax, catch your contact, catch your contact.
I move with a hawk's glare, bleed in the Montclair. Came from the dark where the sharks let the arms flare. Triple beam dreaming, pirates in the night shift. Fiends play the stoop like they models on a flight strip. Hollow tips echo like sermons in a steel church. Talk greasy, get your grill jerked, that's real work. Drum with a switch like a DJ in a death match. Rapping like the 40, got a feature on the next track. Condo with the vault floor, coke in your desk drawer. Bars like a death court, pain you can't press pause. Shooters on a payroll, chain like a caseload. Neck full of ice, but the heart pump fuego. Writing like a war vet, ink in my war chest. Clip full of karma, heavy bar is a sword test. Kingdom with the aim, pain with the slang twist. Gutter born gospel, I preach with the game miss. Fuck at it.
Yo, sit back, relax, catch your contact. Catch your contact.
Young noble outlaw. Shout out to Skyzilla. I'm back like I never left, nigga. Let me pop my shit. I'm one take this joint.
Put the beat on.
Listen, the look on my face should tell you leave me alone. I ain't one of these rap niggas like beefing through the phone. Friend that old school cloth when niggas showed up at your home. Late night by myself in your bushes with a hoodie on. You took my love for granted, my kindness for a weakness. A lion in the flesh, I'm this calm for a reason. Smooth type demeanor, surgical with the Nina. I'm no killer, but don't push me, nigga. Word to Jesus, these rappers, they catch a whole lot of bodies in them verses. See these niggas in person, rockin' lip gloss and purses. I'm only scratched to the surface, nigga, it gets deeper. Life is a bitch and they say it's cheaper to keep her. I'm the last outlaw, that's the label Pac gave me. I'm guessing he predicted the future, he wasn't crazy. Holla if you hear me. You want my spot, nigga, you gon' either have to out-rap me or kill me, bitch. Imagine that. Listen, come on. And you ain't doing neither. These rappers is all divas. They gossip like middle school girls and they feelings. All on they podcasts, all in their interviews. See me, I'm knowing silence is golden. Keep my mouth closed, sticking to the code. That's all I know. Young noble outlaw, ghetto gospel flow. I came up selling nicks of coke. Never once tooted my nose. Undisputed beautiful flows. I love a mommy with some beautiful toes. Talking that slick shit. Struggling that hustler music. Talking that brick shit. I ain't sold a dime in years. Every dollar legit. I'm right here out rhyming my peers. Yeah, top tier. My flow is the upper echelon. The shoulders of giants is what I rest upon. Gotta pay attention to energy. It's never wrong. I walk with a limp, dick extra long. Gave you motherfucker the truth, nigga, in every song. Put some respect on my name when I spoke upon. Humble for too long. Niggas got me twisted. Niggas ain't satisfied till they choking on a biscuit. A student of the game. Real rap, I be that. A mix of KRS, Machiavelli and G-Rap. Rock him and Scarface. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Do what the God say. Just let the song play. I do this in my sleep. Abusing the beat. I'm comfortable around the killers, yeah, I'm used to the streets. I was raised in the trenches. Death around the corner kept missing me by inches. Look the Reaper dead in his eyes, no flinching. It's outlaw for life, pick a side, no switching, nigga. Stop bitching. And I ain't going nowhere no time soon, nigga. Get used to it. Feeling brand new, baby. Outlaw for life, nigga. Tryna get it right, keep it right, baby. Health is wealth, nigga. Fuck it, I'm about to get money. I'm about to do some push-ups in the booth, nigga.
DJ Swab, what up? Bar work.
Blow an ounce of wet, clap you, claim insanity. After I do it, mint leave drowning in bombing fluid. This shit is deeper than music, street influence, deep rooted. Kyrie on the pull-up, in the booth you see me cooking up in Hell's Kitchen. Shell spitting, leave you chopped up in the meatpacking district. Lines tight, all constricted, low addicted, can't twist it. Ape shit, watch the ape spit, Peruvian steak, onion simmer saute, blood stains in hallways, over snowflakes. Ain't no laws in the jungle, just guns and bundles. Trying to get up out the struggle, get murdered on the humble, on the block watching the cookie crumble. Get money off the muscle, German V's and Swiss watches. Catch me fresh in low fashion, dose dashing. Trade 8 close casket, 9.5 Air Max and Screwball patches.
They not fucking with me.
Nah.
Suave, they not fucking with me.
Nah,
Check it.
they not. They say when it rains, it pours. My loyalty, you never have to question it. Everything lit like Con Edison. Convicts come home conscious, cause buying rent to commit conflict. Cause and effect, 40 with the stick. 40 days, 40 nights. Shorter days, longer nights. Zombies roaming. Predators swarming, moving with caution. Snakes rattling, I hear them hissing. Leave the barrel smoking, you building or destroying. It's a cold wave, surfs up. The truth lies beneath the surface. Smoke like a furnace. In the wilderness, living off experience. These suckers are delirious, getting high off their own supply. I'm trying to supply the demand. Raw medicine, raw essence, 2 hammers. Tech is still Smith & Wesson. It's gonna be a soundboard burial. Madman, Screwball, keeping it rolling. That real hip hop. Shout out to my brother DJ Suave. New York to Denmark.